and they're off, going around towards that, right towards that center area. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you down into the overhead cam. Looks like Axe Attack has positioned themselves over towards S2, and Omni takes up the Pride Rock position, pushing around towards the Axe Attack spawn. They're now fanning out. Looks like Zacius took some damage. He places down a health orb. As Axe Attack, yes, they are down by that S2 area. Let's follow Omnistone and Zacius as they look like they are engaging. See, Counter looks like to be on this long area. Chipman was over there as well. Let's drop into point of use to Omni. Tossing an EMP down into that shield. Looks like Hyginos is on his flank, but he continues to push in. Looks like Keystone actually ended up going down at one point there. Zacius is going to go heal up. We'll move over to Counter. Counter gets hit, and he's driven by Chipman up on the top ledge area there. Hyginos is actually on the enemy's flank, but he moves to help out his teammates. As Zacius and Omnistone are pushing in, Keystone is shooting over the top, and EMP gets put down, and that's going to end that little skirmish right there. As both teams back off. Keystone is quite low, seems to be losing the sharpshooter battle with Counter, and he's being chased pretty hard right now. But he manages to drop back, drop down a health orb, and the teams exchange kills there with Zacius and Chipman going down. Omni and Keystone back off, and Zacius rejoins the fight, which means that Chipman is going to be back up as well. They have orbs down and are preparing to engage over this S2 area. Counter gets caught out in the open, and Zacius is going to make quick work of that. Throws in the EMP, and Counter goes down. Zacius still pushing here, picking up on Hyginos, who returns fire quite nicely, but looks like he's going to get cleaned up by Omnistone. As Zacius repairs, we'll move on. Counter's not really in the fight. Keystone pushing up. That engage was decidedly Omni-favored as they swept. Following Omnistone now, and Zacius, it looks like. Keystone is there as well. Let me switch over to the overhead, where it looks like they're going to be engaging in the Pride Rock area. We have Counter sniping. He's a little bit low right now, actually. And, Hyginos blitzing in and ending up picking up a kill on Zacius there. He gets out clean, so that's +1 for Axe Attack. The Vanguard and the Hawkins Brawler are exchanging long-range fire here, and it looks like Omnistone and Keystone are going to end up backing out. Zacius looks to have respawned, but he's separated from his teammates, and Axe Attack is going to try to close in on him. Let's see where Omni ends up coming back into this fight, because Omnistone and Keystone are still there. Zacius looks like he's going to back out, and Axe Attack looks like they're going to back out and heal up as well. It appears that Omnistone and Keystone move down towards that area between S3 and S2. We see Hyginos healing up here as the teams do their little dance, trying to gain some sort of advantage. That last engagement was Axe Attack favored, with Zacius going down and nobody from Axe Attack going down. Currently the score is 3-5. Right now we have the sharpshooters exchanging fire. Looks like Omni actually has a really good flank here, as Zacius is going to start pushing in, and Axe Attack is starting to go down. They're getting really low. Counter is very, very low at this point. Hyginos goes down, and I believe Counter went down as well. Yes, that was a full wipe. Omni making quick work of Axe Attack. Once they got that flanking position in there, that was really, really solid engage for them. Looks like Axe Attack has respawned, and Omni is quick on the offensive once again. Once again getting flanked, but Zacius ends up going down. So does Chipman, and now Omni Stone is bearing down on Hyginos. That is not a fun position to be in. Quite awkward because counter can't really do much, and now they're forced into this back area where they're going to be repairing, but will it be in time? Chipman ends up rejoining the fight, and it looks like Omni is going to start to back off a little bit, leaving Axe Attack time to get healthy again. But Chipman, they did trade in that last fight, so it was quite even. So far we've seen 3 even engages and 1 Axe Attack favored engage, and then 2 full wipes by Omni. That's where you're getting that 4-9 score. Zacius looks like, yep, Zacius went down there, and Axe Attack is now on the offensive. Hyginos blitzing in, and he's going to get surprised by Heastoned in the tunnel area. This is a really interesting fight to look at, and Hyginos ends up taking down Heastoned. Omnistone is now alone, and he manages to take out counter. Zacius has now rejoined the fight. It's going to be a 2v1. Hyginos ended up going down. So that fight was, let's see, it was 3-9. So that was actually a completely even fight for both teams. Both teams got 3 kills out of that fight, and they'll reset. Omni hard on the offensive here, taking a push around Pride Rock. And you can see Zacius is pushing up a little bit. He's going to get back on an orb because he got a little bit low. Omnistone is currently the only one up for Omni right now. They're pushing counter really hard, and he's going to have to back off. EMP goes into that shield. And it looks like Hyginos' blitz was not very successful. Omni seems to have quite a high health lead here. Even though Zacius is a little bit low, he's being very cheeky and pushing up, so I'm guessing that Axe Attack is even lower. As Hyginos ends up going down, and it looks like Chipman in a 3v1 is going to go down as well. Counter is the only one to survive that engage from Axe Attack. Another decidedly Omni-favored engage, as Zacius is pushing hard to try to find where counter ended up going off to, and he ends up meeting with the rest of Axe Attack. He's going to drop an orb and start to repair as counter starts to flank their position. Hyginos is over by S2, and Chipman is going to be up on that balcony area, pushing up on Heastoned, while Zacius is pushing up on Hyginos. The B classes are fighting. Let's see. Looks like Heastoned went down there. Chipman was able to take him out. Zacius is trying very hard to get away, and he ends up doing so. Counter is pushing up on Zacius and Omni, but Heastoned rejoins the fight and is going to even it out. Counter is not in a very favorable position right now, and he ends up going down after pushing that. Chipman looks to be very low, and it looks like he's going to get flanked here. No. He'll be alright. And we have Heastoned and Zacius, and that's going to be the end of the time. Omnistone taking MVP there in a decisive victory for Omni. All of them running very, very nice, sustained, long-range mechs. Zacius with the AR Assault, Heastoned with that Hawkins Sharpshooter, and then Omnistone on the Hawkins Brawler. Your final score is 8-15, with the Omnistone taking the MVP.
Sound resumed.
Hey guys.